in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early, lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. A pass to Fox. Vassell, a screen on SGA. SGA against Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Wembanyama. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Holmgren. He trains the quick shot.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Three-pointer, Fox. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Williams passes to SGA. Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Now, here's Vassell. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Wembanyama, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it's forced to miss.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Hartenstein finds Williams. From deep. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. To the inside, and here's the fast break.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And now let's check out the league's leading rebounders. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fourth, Victor Wembanyama.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. Castle on the wing. Outside, Fox. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fox has got 5 points so far.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Wembanyama. Following the score by Oklahoma City. That one falls.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Well, with his size and a soft touch to go with it, that's an easy bucket.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's Holmgren. Last game we saw him score 13. And it's off from three-point range. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, that's a classic example of a tough road loss. If they had been at home with their crowd's energy behind them, things may have turned out differently.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. Outside, Dort. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Champagnie. He's got 5. A pass to Fox. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. On the wing, Fox. Defended by Dort. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Spurs leading by 5. Here's Vassell. Wembanyama outside. Fox against Holmgren. Fox, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And the shot goes down.
I'm encouraged watching Holmgren finish through contact because it's something he's going to have to do consistently.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio also making some changes. Barnes comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Thunder on D. It's a three-point game. Here's Barnes. It's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Williams kicks to Wallace. Mitchell outside. Wallace with the screen on Fox. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Champagnie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Man, that's a lot of strength in there. Williams finding a way to get that to go.
Harper with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Harper. Wembanyama has got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Williams dishes to Wallace. Takes it inside. And it's Wallace with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Thunder trailing by 8. Williams looking around. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Good work there as it goes. And it's 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Williams, a screen on Barnes. Pass to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him. The 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Williams. That 3 off the mark.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Thunder trailing by 10. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. For the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. To the left side wing. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 10. Shot from free throw range. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Holmgren's got 6.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
2 on the clock. Castle lays it up off the glass. Castle's got his second bucket tonight.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's San Antonio going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
Mitchell is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Jalen Williams. And it's Wallace in at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Thunder trailing by 12. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Wallace kicks to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 25-point game against Oklahoma City. From 13, again the Spurs, good for 2.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Johnson against Wallace. On the wing, Mitchell. Takes a 3. And it's Harper with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 11. Cornette finds Barnes. Now Castle. Barnes outside. Spurs passing it around. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Johnson dishes to Harper. Pass to Castle. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Castle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's a heads-up play by Castle to get that one off in time.
Holmgren with a screen on Harper. Holmgren left side. Wallace against Johnson. Takes the 3. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Wallace.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Harper. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Fox. 13 points in the game. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now, here's Vassell. Still without a basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Wiggins, 11-point game. Puts it up. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Now here's Barnes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Fox from outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
Now Fox. 16 points for him. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Holmgren with a screen on Barnes. And it's Wiggins missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Castle finds Barnes. Here's Cornette, defended by Holmgren. Lets it go, and the Spurs scoring again.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Case and Wallace. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Holmgren looking around. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. Shot clock at 3. From downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got 9.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
You know, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Left side Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Fox. 18 points for him. Now, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Thunder trailing by 15. Outside, Dort. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got 3 assists now in this one. Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And the shot goes in.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Dort passes to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Castle. He's got 10. Back to Fox. Launches from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Fox has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs. Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Fox. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. SGA kicks to Williams. Here's Dort. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wembanyama down low. SGA defending. Cans it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Spurs also with the sub. Champagne's checked in. Outside, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. From deep, SGA. Good on the three-point shot. SGA's got 13 points.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Vassell outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Thunder trailing by 15. Back to Williams. Pass to Wallace. Here's Hartenstein. Defended by Wembanyama. Hartenstein with a screen on Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. 4 on the shot clock. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, Williams is a threat anywhere on the floor. The defense can't give him that much room, inside or out.
Fox looking it over. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Fox against SGA. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, and the growth we've seen from SGA over the years has really been incredible, and it's a testament to that work ethic. He puts in the time every offseason to add something.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 26. The Thunder pull it in. 1:05 left here in the second. Williams passes to Dort. Nice defense by Vassell.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Williams. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. From deep, SGA. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. San Antonio leading by 9. And here is Fox. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. SGA feeling it out a bit. With 1 on the clock. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the San Antonio Spurs. Well, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes have been glued to this one.
Man, it's hard to even look away. This game has been neck and neck.
Neck and neck? Where'd that come from, Ernie?
I believe that phrase comes from horse racing, Shaq. Think of like a photo finish like you and Kenny running to the board.
So if I trip him, would that be facing floor?
Shifting gears back to that first half, De'Aaron Fox had it all working.
You know, I see a lot of myself in De'Aaron Fox. Fastest guy in the league with the ball in his hands. Does his best work in a space skinny.
Yeah, you're practically twins.
Yeah, identical.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. 7-point differential on the court for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. And so here is Oklahoma City. There's Williams with the 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. SGA's got 4 assists now tonight. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Castle sets the screen for Fox. No good from outside.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Dort. The kick out to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dort misses.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
That one goes. Count it. Champagnie's got 9.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rugged finish from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, what determination. Gilgeous-Alexander fighting through contact for the and one.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Now here's SGA. 24 points for him. And so the ball out of bounds. SGA touched it last. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And he drops it in from the low post. Fox has got 28.
And give Fox some love there. The D wasn't that bad, but he was just focused on finishing that one.
Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up and through.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Outside, Fox. Floats one up. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Free throw good, Fox. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And he's also ranked second in assists. Needless to say, an elite playmaker.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number one overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Here's Castle. He's got 10. Here's Champagnie. Drills the three-pointer. Champagnie's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Outside, Dort. Wembanyama against Hartenstein. Outside, SGA. And the Thunder, another three.
Well, SGA loves this duel. He'll trade threes all night long.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the rejection by Holmgren. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Dort passes to Williams. Over Castle. The shot by Williams, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Vassell with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Now Williams following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Williams against Castle. And the shot is good. And now just a 1-point Spurs lead. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. They led by as many as 18 points. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Staying focused through contact, SGA.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama against Hartenstein. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Lets it go from 11. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Over Castle. Holmgren can't hit. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bucket is good. Champagne's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Holmgren dishes to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Castle. Here's Dort. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. From 11 feet away, that's good from Fox on the assist by Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 5 assists tonight. Outside, Dort. Back to SGA. And the shot goes in. SGA's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Thunder. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, for the Thunder,
They're looking for a strong finish here in the final stretch as they're currently holding that top spot in the conference, which obviously puts them straight through to the postseason.
Now here's Barnes. Fox from outside. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Fox hits them both.
with so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Now, here's SGA. 33 points for him. To the paint. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Williams.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Here's Champagnie. He's got 14. Outside, Fox. Basket good. Fox has got 40 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Holmgren. The rebound by the Spurs. Champagne's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Wallace looking for an opening. Williams with a clean look. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Here's Holmgren. Gets the bucket and the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
San Antonio leading by 3. Barnes outside. Wembanyama left side. Over Williams. Wembanyama no good. Oklahoma City has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. That would have tied it.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Wembanyama. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And taken away by Johnson. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
SGA against Harper. Pass to Joe. Over Castle. And they recover it. Outside, SGA. There's a screen. Second chance shot. San Antonio with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. The rebound by Johnson.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
On the wing, Wallace. He's guarded by Johnson. Joe, good.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Outside Harper. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Wallace with a screen for Wiggins. Here's the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Castle finds Wembanyama. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Back to Wembanyama. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Barnes outside. A three-pointer, no good. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got two of them to fall in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Jason Wallace is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Holmgren in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Outside, Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. Fox has got 45 points.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Holmgren outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Harper. Down low. Here's Cornette. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Joe. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Hits the three-point bomb.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Cornette. Back to Fox. Banked in off the glass. 47 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Holmgren. Here's Joe. To tie it up. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Fox. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Vassell. Here's Cornette. Covered by Joe. Fox, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
Now, here's Fox. The tray. He can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Harper's shot's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Holmgren's got 10 points here in the second half. Spurs trail by 4. Now, here's Vassell. Here's Champagnie. Now, Castle. Covered by Joe. The 11-footer. Off the left rim and up. The Thunder leading by 4. Fires the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now, here's Harper. Castle on the wing. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Joe. On the wing, Wallace. Covered by Vassell. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
North of the border, he's north of the rim.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama looking it over. Wembanyama, good, right over the defense.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
SGA against Harper. Off target from outside. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. At the top of the key, Williams. Pass to Joe. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And you see there, facilitating offense. It's just one of the many things Williams does to help this team.
Castle misses. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Shots good by Williams. 14 points here for Jalen Williams.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's the screen, and here's Vassell from the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander driving in. Pass to Joe. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 10. Castle, no one around him. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
And here's SGA. Floats it up for Holmgren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Castle with it. Pass to Harper. And they get it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Wallace outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wallace has got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And San Antonio with the change here too. Fox is checked in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's. Now Castle. Here's Fox. Off the glass.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
The Thunder leading by 12. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. Yeah, count it.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. SGA against Fox. SGA pulls it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's SGA. And good that time.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Now Castle. Vassell. No good from 3.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Hartenstein. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. No good there. Spurs trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Oklahoma City.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
That free throw, no good. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now Dort. 5 to shoot. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 misses. Castle against Dort. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that goes in.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Dort.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the shot will go down.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Oh, sticks the putback. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.